I know Cooper said he didn't. Did you have golf last semester?
No.
All right, perfect. So in beginning golf, we learned that there are 3 types of grips. Which 3 types are there? 10 fingers. So with a 10-finger grip, how many fingers are on the golf club? 10. So for those of you who didn't, first off, the most important thing is placement of the club in your left hand. So you two at least lay your hand down, and we're going to lay the club from the middle digit of our index finger, the back digit of our pinky finger, kind of like that. The next step, we remember, is put the heel pad on top of the club and extend our thumb down the shaft. So my thumb's almost on top of the shaft. All right, and then with a 10 finger, I want you to hold your club out in front of you, and then you're going to put the club in your right hand and slide your right hand down until it touches your left, and then the thumb goes in that pocket just like that. So that would be a 10-finger grip. All right, what's the other type here? Interlocking. So everybody extend their index finger, kind of create that in the other hand, and slide it in. So that would be your interlocking grip. All right, and then what's the last one? Overlap. So that's where this index or this pinky finger kind of fits right over top of that index finger. All right. So that was our biggest fundamental we learned in beginning golf. What's our second fundamental, or a second fundamental, just setup wise for hitting golf ball? Alignment. So what do we want to have pointed at the target?
Club face.
Club face. So first off, we want to make sure the club face, if I'm going to the blue flag, my club face is pointed there. And then if you look, my body lines are all in the same place. All right. And then what's the last fundamental for pre-swing? Great job, posture stance. So it's all about athleticism. So your feet are about shoulder width apart. Got a little flexion in your knees, and if you kind of look, there's a little tilt at my waistline to where I'm over. And so now I'd be ready to hit a golf shot. All right. So for today's purposes, I just want to kind of gauge where everybody is, but also in the intermediate, we're going to learn how to move the golf ball. So if you're hitting a draw, who hits a draw in here? Who hits a fade in here? So we're going to play with our hand placement a little bit. So even though we learned how to place our hands on there, does anybody know what a stronger grip is? What is a stronger grip?
Grip your club harder than you usually would.
So not really grip my club harder. So if I take my hands, and this is where my normal position is, if I take my hand and I turn it more like this, I can see more of the top of that left hand, and now the right hand's more underneath. Typically, if somebody hits a fade or a slice, if I have them do this, now the club's going to be presented more in a square or closed fashion, right? So opposite of that, you said you're a hooker. I want to see you take your hands and go to the opposite side of the club, kind of like that. So we're going to play with the placement of our hands today to see if we can affect ball flight in some kind of pattern. So there was a strengthening. Strengthening is turning the hands over like this, so you can see the top of your left hand, and then weakening is going the opposite way. And I promise that right there will change a lot of things within your golf swing, and then it actually will help you develop, I guess, into a straighter ball flight over time. All right. With that said, again, it's just about getting set up properly, aim at the blue flag, and then from there today, just finding a good grip that helps you present the club face more squarely. That was straight. It was just a terrible shot. All right, you can grab this back bucket. Just be mindful.